Hello church, so this is a short tutorial to just show you how you can install Church Center and get up and running with giving through our new Church Center app. So let's get into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to your App Store, Google Play Store, whatever, wherever you get apps for your phone, and download the Church Center app. Just search for Church Center, really simple. You don't have to put in River Valley or anything like that. Just Church Center is all you search for. It should come right up. It's a very popular app used by millions of people, hundreds of thousands of churches. So just search for that and then download and install that app. It's a free app, so there's no cost that you have to worry about for installing and using the app. So to get started, this screen will pop up. And obviously you just click on Get Started, and it's going to want you to decide on how to search for our location. You can search using your location, the GPS on your phone, or if you don't have that enabled on your phone or you'd rather search manually, you can click Search Manually. The easiest way to do this will be to use your location. That's the method I'm going to use here for this video. So you'll search for locations and it pops up right away. You can see River Valley Church. You see our logo there. You can also see some other churches in our area that use this same app, Kashina Assembly. Our friends over in Kashina use this, as well as several others around the area. If you don't happen to see, based on your location at the time of putting this app on your phone, you can also just enter the church name at the top there and it'll pull up River Valley Church. Just put in River Valley Church and you can type in Shawano and it should get to this option. So you'll select River Valley Church there, you'll click on that, and then it just wants to confirm, make sure, because sometimes we know there's different churches by the same name, and so you'll click that this is my church. Now it's asking you to get started. You're now going to be asked to log in. We've done our best to put everybody's profiles that are part of our church, that are part of our previous system, into Planning Center. I'd like to say we did a perfect job of this, but I'm not sure I can, but we've tried our best. But what you'll want to do either way is to click Next to get logged in. And it's going to ask you to enter your mobile number. Now, your mobile number is going to be based on what cell phone number you're using right now. Whatever phone, whatever your current number is, you're going to get a code texted to you. You can also use email instead if you like. Either way is fine. Ideally, it would be either the cell phone number or email address that we would have on file for you. If we don't have either of those, we will have to get a profile created for you before you can start using Church Center. So if that's the case, be sure to call us, let us know you need a profile created because nothing's pulling up for you. But for most everyone, hopefully everyone, you'll put in your cell phone number and hit Next. And then it's going to give you a code. If you are choosing the text option, it should pop up right away. If you chose to get it by email, you'll have to go into your email and check for that code. It usually takes only about 30 seconds or less to come. So once you have that code, however you want to copy and paste it, every device is a little bit different. Write it down and then type it in or copy and paste off your text messages. Really it doesn't matter, whatever option kind of works best for you. So you'll put in, once you put in that code, the next screen it will bring up. You may or may not see this screen. For some people, we have the same phone number or email address associated with perhaps you and your spouse or you and a kid. So you see here, Joseph does not have his own cell phone number, but I've put my phone number in his profile in case a leader needs to call him. They would call me and I would, of course, get a hold of Joseph. So if you see something like this, just select which profile is yours. Obviously, I'm Mark, so I'm going to select Mark. And then it'll pull up kind of the next step for us. On the iPhone, of course, if you have an iPhone, I believe 11 or higher, you can enable Face ID. I find that easy to use. You may not have this option if you don't have an iPhone or if you don't have a Face ID on your Samsung or Android phone, but if you do and you want to use it, it's a great, easy feature for unlocking Church Center instead of having to put in a password every time. So the next thing here is, as you log in to Church Center for the first time, it's going to ask if you would like to have Church Center send you notifications. I would strongly recommend that you allow this. The reason is, one of the powerful tools within Church Center is being able to send messages to groups that you're a part of, whether it's a ladies small group, or if you're part of our Wednesday night through the Bible group, or the Taste and See group, or we won't go through all the groups we have, there's too many, but you get the idea. You can get messages from your group leaders or messages from the church office to go to one another. This does not allow you to get random notifications from just anybody in the church. This program is not set up for that. But you can get notifications from those who are authorized to send them, like group leaders, ministry leaders, or the office. So I would recommend allowing notifications. So now we're going to go through and I'm going to show you some of the different features here. There's the home button. This is the giving button where you obviously can to give. We'll come back to that in just a moment. There's also a groups section. We are still getting our groups put together. So the only group created so far is our official church board group for those who are on the board. And one thing to keep in mind is the only groups that you will see here are the groups that you're a part of. So if you're not part of the church board, you wouldn't see the official church board group show up. And so any groups that you want to join, you would see in My Groups. As we add different small groups to our app, you'll actually be able to search for groups and even request to join groups from within this app. It's a really neat feature that allows you to connect or even find and learn how to connect with different groups within our church. Again, there'll be a lot more groups listed here in the next week or two as we continue to roll out all the different features in this app. The next section is our check-ins. We're not quite ready to roll this out yet. We will in the next couple of weeks. We'll be using our new check-in system with Church Center, and it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be easy. It's going to be smooth. And so we just can't wait to make use of this. So it says no events are ready yet because we haven't loaded any. But when we do, you'll be able to select on whatever Sunday, or if it's not a Sunday, whatever event you're checking your kids into, and you can check them in right on your phone. There'll be a little barcode that you can scan or just print right off from your phone. Go to our print station and get the stickers, labels for your kids, and you'll be all set and checked in right off your phone. It's really simple, and you won't have to go to the actual station or have anyone help you. You can, if you would like. There will be people to help you, but if you prefer and if it's easier, you can just do it right off your phone, even while you're on the way to church, which is pretty cool. There's other features here that you'll see. There are events, calendar, directory. We, again, are still loading events. Those would be like special events that you might register for if we're doing, let's say, a retreat or camp of some kind. The calendar is simply just to see what's going on in the life of the church, public calendar events, for the whole church. And then the directory is really neat because I know a lot of people have been asking, can we get a church directory printed? Well, the hard thing about printing church directories is people's cell phone numbers and contact information is constantly changing. This allows each person to keep their own information up to date, and you can choose whether or not you want to be listed in the directory. The default setting is that you are not listed in the directory, but if you would like to make yourself available to those, again, who have a profile, and we only hand out profiles to people that are part of our church, that are actively involved, and a random person who just downloads this app cannot access our directory. We have to create a profile for them. But if you have a profile and you would like your name listed in the church directory for others to be able to contact you or give you a call or whatever, you can opt in to do that and access that information here in the directory. And then the last thing that's really neat is our sermons. And soon you'll be able to watch our services online directly within the app. You won't have to go to a website. You won't have to go to YouTube or Facebook. You'll be able to watch live directly within the app. We're not quite ready to launch that yet, but it will be coming very, very soon. And so we're just excited about all these different features, all the different amazing things that we can do with Church Center. We'll be talking more about this in the weeks and even months to come to help everybody get set up. But right now, what I'd like to do is have you connect to the link here I'm going to provide in this video. Click on this link to go to how to set up your giving. And we want to make sure we get everybody transferred over to our new giving platform. It saves our church a lot of money. It allows you to have more of your investment go directly into the ministry instead of losing a percentage to Visa, MasterCard, or whoever. And so click the link below, go over to our other how-to video, how to set up giving in Church Center. All right, thanks. God bless.